Here we have the function f of x equal to 2 divided by x plus 4. And if we graph it on the graphing calculator, this is what the graph looks like. And this vertical line right here, this is called the vertical asymptote. It's called the vertical asymptote. And we want to find the vertical asymptote and the one-sided limit, meaning we want to find the limit of f of x as x approaching negative 4 from the left, and also the limit of x as x approaches negative 4 from the right. So to find vertical asymptote, what we want to do is set the denominator here equal to 0 and solve for x. And so from here, subtract 4 from both sides, and we get x equal to negative 4. And this is the vertical, that's the equation of the vertical asymptote. So this vertical line, which is the line x equal to 4, is called the vertical asymptote of f of x. And now we want to find the limit of f of x as x approaches negative 4 from the left. And so we want to move closer and closer to negative 4 from the left side. And then move closer and closer to negative 4. So negative 4 is right here, and so we're going to start from the left side and then get closer and closer to negative 4. And as we get closer, we want to know what happened to the y. And same thing, this is the right side of negative 4, and we'll get closer and closer to negative 4 from the right side. And from here we can see that as we get closer from the right, the graph is going up, and then over here we see that the graph is going down. And now let's look at the table of values, and then we will see what the limit is. And so here we're approaching negative 4 from the left side, so we start at negative 6, go to negative 5, and then move closer and closer and closer to negative 4. And these are the corresponding y values. And so first, when x is negative 6, y is negative 0.5. When x is negative 5, y is negative 1. And then as we get closer and closer and closer to negative 4 on the left side, then we can see that the y values, they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and larger. So we can tell that this is going to negative infinity. So once again, if we look at the values right here, this is getting closer and closer and closer to negative 4. And the y values, they're just getting larger and larger and larger. And now let's look at limit as x approaching negative 4 from the right. These are the numbers to the right of negative 4. So we start at negative 2 and then move closer and closer to negative 4. And so as x approaches negative 4 from the right, meaning get closer and closer to negative 4 from the right side, the y values get larger and larger and larger and larger. So that tells us that this is equal to infinity. These are called one-sided limits. One-sided limits. This is limit from the left, this is limit from the right. And this is the limit of x as x approaches negative 4 from the left. This is limit of f of x as x approaching negative 4 from the right.